here, but we're gonna get this thing cracking. Stas, where you at? I'm waiting for you, mommy. Unable to join. Hold on, I'm gonna try it again because saying you can't. Let's see. There you go. There she go. Hello.
First of all, what we not gonna do is be late and then
Look, don't look. What you be saying? Don't do me.
no, you're not gonna be late and then not know how to add me. What's going
Look,
on?
hey, it kept saying you was unable to join. I don't know. I got to figure out why I was doing it. That was a little weird. Let me see some. Look, let me make sure my filters are right. Oh, look, yeah, there you are. I like that skin. Okay, hey, man, first of all,
I got
welcome everybody. Let's get it started right. Welcome everybody to Sex, Love, and Fucking. I'm LB Johnson, along with Staci, the sexologist. How are you, my queen?
I'm having a phenomenal day. Your girl got a
Uh-oh.
new job. I'm about to get we ready.
Okay, now what made your day? What was different about today? Why was it phenomenal?
I think I just like all aspects of my day just kind of like came together. Like all the
Yeah.
way down to like the Lyft driver that I had wasn't like sketchy.
Okay.
Getting a new job, my outfit worked out, my hair was cooperating, my lashes stuck on right.
Yes. Hey, let me congratulate you on that. The new job. I see you. Okay, doing your damn thing. Look, work. Look, y'all gotta understand this. These shows is that's the side hustle, all right? We ain't ignorant black folks, all right? We got real jobs. We trying to own shit, so we focus. Take a hint. Same with y'all. Everybody, make sure y'all getting your own. Don't be just trying to depend on. Look, I got to say this real quick. A lot of folks, remember back in the day, everybody, all the dudes wanted to be rappers. That was their hustle. Every dude in the world wanted to be a rapper, buying CDs, burning CDs, all that crap. Check it out. And all the women, y'all put up with it for a minute, then y'all just got fed up. It was like, look, you ain't never going to be a rapper. Kill the hustle, go get a real job. Now the new hustle is any type of social media. I'm going to have my own social show. I'm going to be the next. Whoever the fuck, look, check it out. I'm not knocking that, and yeah, it could happen. But in the meantime, go get a goddamn job.
Have a real job. And
come on now.
Is like this isn't just any regular job. Like this, I can make this like a real career. So
that's what's up. Congratulations. Hey,
and
I do want to shout out. Oh, go ahead. You start. Go ahead. What you say?
Like the biggest part of my day was really like the support. Like
okay.
Before I went into it, like I had like floods of messages. One in particular, like they're just feeling.
So now let me ask, was this an interview that you were hoping to get, or was this like what exactly happened today?
So this was my third round interview. So basically,
okay. So this was like that finale.
Yeah. So basically, I had already gotten the job, and it was just here to like iron it out. But it's like, you know, even if you feel like you securely have something, like just like that deep breath that you get to take, and like,
you never know. You never know.
Yeah, and like the people that are cheering you on all the way to the finish line. Because some people can be like, oh yeah, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Oh, you got the second. Oh, you shouldn't be worried about it anymore. Like I still had nerves, and so like to have people literally cheer me on to the last second, and then when I got just as hype as me.
Yeah. They thought they was getting a check. Look, I told you, let me get $20, man. Look,
I told you 35 business days. Still
I got you. Look, I'm gonna hold you to that. Look, hey, I want to also shout out somebody, man. He's been tuning in to every show since the first one. We're on our third show, and I want to be clear with everybody. Look, this is just an idea. Me and Staci have always had amazing conversations. We've always tried to, I want to say, kind of peel the layers of our intellectual ideas, and when it came to, you know, love and relationships, and even, you know, sex, and at the end of the day, even fucking. Like, no matter if we had questions or whatever, we've always kind of bounced them off each other throughout everything. I've known Staci for a long time. I knew Staci when she was straight, when she was a lesbian. Now she bi. So, you know, I feel like I've been in all parts of her life. I've been a lesbian for a very long time, as long as she's known me. So we've always had that common ground. So that's, and honestly, it just came from that to, hey, let's go live and let's just talk about some shit we would normally talk about face-to-face, one-on-one. So that's what we're doing. One, Anthony, I want to say Garcia, I believe his last name. He's been tuning in, been rocking with us on Instagram, Facebook, sharing it. Thank you, bro. Continue to post. And that's for everybody, not just him. A lot of people already jumping on this thing. It blows my mind. We do these shows, and we have all of maybe 15, 20 people tune in faithfully live. But then it shares, man. We hit almost, I think we're at 389 views on last week's show, man, which is when you go from just, talking. Look, what up, Neek? Say hi to me too. Shit. No, I'm playing.
Oh,
But oh shit, she finding friends and shit now. But when you have an idea, man, the ultimate blessing is for folks to jump on it and be like, hey man, I like what y'all talking about. I got a lot of inboxes, Staci. They love what you be talking about. They love your that you're educated. They love that you know what you're talking about. I'll tell y'all now, I don't. I'm going. I bring experience. I know what I've dealt with and what I've been through. But I also got questions, as you see, and that's what I love how we do this, because we bounce off each other. So check it out. I gotta start. Matter of fact, hold on. I gotta get one question, because we're gonna go on. So tonight we're talking about friends with benefits, y'all. That's the topic for tonight. But before we jump into that, I want to ask a question that was brought to us last week. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up because I want to make sure I answer it right. Look, I want to make sure this was a good one.
I was like, what in the Nelly is going on over
Look,
here?
look, it was pause, so we good. Look, hey, so here's the question. This was brought to me by one of the watchers on the show. They said, why do Albuquerque dudes, if they see, like if a dude is, we got a chick and he see his chick out with somebody, if one of his boys see his chick out with somebody else, that dude will run and tell his boy quick, hey man, I seen your girl, blah, 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 she up to no good, she being shady. But if a female, same situation, them females, like, she don't say shit. She be like, hey, he doing his thing, and his question is, why is that? Why do men, why are they quick to run back and tell their boys, but females not as much? Now, of course, I want to start by saying that's not everybody, of course, but I do know what he's talking about. I have my opinion, but Staci, I want to get yours first.
Okay, so when that has happened to me,
Look.
when that has happened to me in this situation, like, guys that usually feel like, oh yeah, I gotta tell my boy, is like the same person that will be like, oh yeah, these are my guys, and like go hang out with them and like do they girl wrong. And then on the other hand, like that same guy will also be in my inbox. He will also be in my inbox a week later, talking about, oh yeah, that guy, he didn't treat you right. That same guy will be in my inbox. So he's the same person that wants to talk to my dude about every and anything that I've been doing. He saw me out. Oh, I was dancing. But he doesn't tell the whole story. Yeah, I might have been dancing with my girls. Like, stop playing with me, bro. But yeah, I saw her out. She was hella drunk. If you know me, you know I don't drink like that. So yeah, when that has happened to me personally, it was because one, he he don't know how to hold down his own, or two, he trying to fuck. So those are the only times that I've ever said, like, if they're interested in that girl, like, they're definitely gonna try and like say anything and everything to like make her sound like the worst, so she can be single, and he gonna shoot his shot. Because my ex definitely didn't check on me, but I know that when I was out and I saw a guy doing what he was doing, I also know I didn't say anything to her, because she was the same person that was like, well, what was you doing? Would you try to talk to him, or what is?
Sadly, it becomes a fight, especially amongst women. If the girl come, automatically the woman she's trying to help would be like, you being shady, she just want you, you just want my man, all that good stuff. I'm gonna tell you from experience though. Two sides of this. First of all, why do dudes run back and tell they dude? Them dudes are solid. No question. Dudes are solid. They like, hey, man, what any dude, if that's your boy. Now, if that's just somebody you know or something, all that don't count. But if that's your boy and you see your boy girl out with someone else, it's your duty, it's your job to let your boy know, hey, your girl stepping out on you, whatever. Why a lot of women don't? Same difference.
I'm actually stepping out. That's the thing.
That's like, the other part.
The whole story. Like, if
but see, I'm the type of dude, I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna be like, hey, what up, girl? Who that? That's your folks? Like, I'm nosy as shit.
On me. Like,
yeah. But here's the other side of that. If I'm out same situation, the girl see me and she like, oh, that ain't LB, chick, and she don't say nothing, she don't run back to chick. Here's why. No question. 9 times out of 10, it's because she want to holler. Same thing. She on the same. That's why she don't run back and tell her homegirl, because that basically she just got her answer. Oh, okay, he is available. He ain't faithful to that chick, so I can go creep. Let me hop in his inbox. And 9 times out of 10, what happens is that same chick that just seen you out with another chick, knowing you got a chick, now in your inbox asking how she could be your chick. That's a fact.
Oh no, that's true. That does happen. That happens too. I've literally heard a girl be like, well, shit, clearly he's out here. Nah, I've heard that before. That's
She trying to get in where she fit in. Hey, I do got to shout out Jazzy Scuts. Jazzy said, I'm not saying shit. If you don't know she cheating on you, I can't tell you she is. That's a fact, sad reality. And I agree with Jazzy if it's not your boy. If I just see some, you know, if I just know the dude from around, but we ain't folks, you ain't my brother, you ain't my fam, then it's not my place to come back and tell you what your chick doing. Because he right, 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to believe me anyways. You going to think I'm full of shit, and all she going to have to do is go suck your dick, and you going to be like, hey, you lying. My woman love me. She'd never do that. That's a fact.
Actually, so, okay, so there was a situation that actually happened on the opposite end, right? So I went to a party with some friends, some mutual friends that I have. And while we were out, any guy that tried to like approach me, his boys was like, hey, no, I'm not gonna let that happen. Like, no, you good? Like, you good? So they like created that space, like, hey, chill out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let that happen for my brother. Now, I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen anyway, but it was good to know that, like, because they didn't even go to him after the whole situation. They didn't even say, oh yeah, like Staci was doing something. She was trying to talk to such and such. Nah, they didn't even have a conversation, because when they saw me, they see him. So out of respect for him, they're lines. And then I told him, like, hey, do you know such and such? Like, they were trying to do such and such. And he was like, say less. Handled. So that's the kind of thing, like, me having respect for him, I'm gonna let him know. His friends having respect for him, like, hey, I'm not gonna let that happen on my brother's account. That's not
like it's not even an option.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like you said, they gonna be in the space. Like, they don't have to run and tell nothing. They're gonna be in the space and let you know that you've been seen, and let him know he better not be seen.
I'm gonna tell you something a little different. Like, my family's definitely different. Now, when we were younger, like, anyone that know my twin don't play none of that shit. I remember I had a chick that was cheating on me. My sister, the chick got on a bus by herself with her homegirls. Chick hopping a bus with hella hickeys on her neck. Nigga, I get a phone call on the bus, like, my sister on the bus. I ain't gonna lie, I'm handling some other shit. I'm young, you know, doing my damn thing. My sister say, hey, bruh, your bitch on this bus right now with hella hickeys. When last time you seen her? I said, shit, I ain't seen her in like a day or two. She said, did you give her hickeys? I said, you know, I don't do hickeys. I ain't never been one. Hickeys ain't my shit. They always been hater marks. She said, all right, done deal. I'm about to beat this bitch ass. When I say my sister dragged that bitch off the bus and beat her ass, by the time I got there, that bitch was black and blue and the police was here. That's a fact. Now, that was when we were younger. Now, the older version, same difference. My bruh, my sis, whoever, but they be on some shit where they gonna tell the dude right away, hey, you need to get up out of here. And then they gonna check the situation. That's just how we roll. If I see one of my boys out and his girl, or I see one of my boys' girl, and she cheating, hey, bro, who is you? Oh, nah, bro, we just cool. Nah, bro, who is you? Why you here? I'm gonna need you to get up out of here. And girl, what you think you doing? Oh, it's not even like that. Don't trip. All right, well, you can explain when my brother get here. He on his way. I'm sorry. That's just how we roll. Now, again, I'm talking about family. I ain't talking about the nigga you see every once in a while. What up? That is what it is. That ain't your place to jump in there.
I expect to get checked. I absolutely expect to get checked.
Hell yeah.
If I was doing something shady, especially with the person that I was referring to, oh no.
I'm listening to you. I gotta plug up though. Yeah.
No, like, only because, like I said, like, it's about a mutual respect. It doesn't really matter the condition. It doesn't really. It's about a mutual respect. Like, if you want to be creep, like, okay, cool.
Right.
But you definitely not about to do that in public. Like, you're not gonna make me look goofy in public. You're not gonna do that. And then on top of that, if you know my homies was there, like, come on now, like, now you being weird. Albuquerque in particular is way too small to be doing some stuff like that. Let's be real. Like, it's way too small and y'all doing too much. Go lay down.
Here's what I tell everybody. This is my personal opinion. This is how we was raised. It's not a democracy. All right? We don't live in a democracy in my house. It's not about, it's not, it's not right, or you shouldn't do that, man. Look, it ain't about right and wrong. It's about how I live. And if you rocking with me, I'm gonna tell you, this is what I stand for, this is what I don't, this is what I'm about. If you can appreciate that, you're gonna keep rocking with me. If you can't, you're gonna skedaddle. Either way, I'm gonna be all right.
I mean, it goes back to transparency, and that's why
Hell
it's
yeah.
so important. Because even okay, say you wasn't rocking with that girl anymore, but you
Yeah.
give her like a amen, like don't fool around with my partners. Like stay away from my close set of friends. Like don't do that. But I see you hanging around my friends a little too hard, a little too often. Like,
Hold on,
I,
like if you was like someone you was dating?
yeah. So okay, so it's like I said, it's about a respect thing. So for me, I don't like it. Now, younger me would have been like, oh well, this is who I'm dating. It is what it is. But like me now,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
homie hopping, it looks weird, especially when it's a close set of friends and you just somehow keep showing up and
Come
you're
on,
no
man.
longer in a relationship with none of them. Like,
Here's what I always say this. I was raised this way. I'm a true believer, and I don't necessarily, hoes get paid, first of all. So that's what I consider anyone that's, if I call you a hoe, that's because you get paid to have sex for money. That's what a hoe gets. Now you might just have what I believe, but there are a lot of women out there that have what I call friendly pussy. All right, shout out to Dog Johnson. Friendly pussy just mean that she ain't seen a dick she didn't like or didn't know. She's just real friendly. That don't mean she a hoe. She's just really friendly, okay? And I respect that by all means. Here's what I don't respect. If you don't admit you got friendly pussy, if you don't come out the gate saying, hey, this is how I get down, then I got an issue. The other side, if you want a homie hop, I don't judge nobody for that. Do your thing. Been there, done that plenty of, around the way. But if that's how you live, keep it raw with it. We know, I'll be raw. Me and my family, we know plenty of chicks that are like, hey, nigga, I just finished. I'm sure she's going to be hollering at you in a minute. And it done went down.
yeah,
Hey, if that's how you live, again, to each his own or her own, if that's how you living, but keep it raw. As far as amongst family, my bros, we ain't going to play that shit. That's what exactly. Dog said it right, man. That's community property. That's what we call that. If she homie hopping, we call that community property. All right, hey, y'all trying to who getting some head tonight? We already know. Oh, she kicking it with you. That's cool. But see, we fam, so we all know. It ain't no, this one thing I don't like with dudes, man. I'm gonna keep it raw and honest. I don't like dudes. Your boy used to holler at the chick. She on your line now, but you keeping secrets. Like you ain't gonna tell your boy, hey, your girl hollering at me or your girl trying to holler. Nah, I don't play that shit, man. Keep it raw with your boy. Be like, hey, man, old girl on me. Is he cool? Most 9 times out of 10, if that wasn't his wife, he gonna be like, nigga, do what you do. And then by all means, like Dog said, it's community property. Get it how you live. But
girls do the same,
don't
but
let
they lie.
nobody feel like they running shit. What you say?
I say girls do the same, but they be lying.
Yeah, all day long, man. Y'all be
They're
look.
like, oh yeah, you can date him, and then like secretly be trying to holler at her ex again. Oh, so this is what we doing? Like,
Look,
relax, bro. Like, relax. I've seen so many girls do it, and it's strange. But
I'm gonna tell y'all something, ladies. This for the ladies. Y'all might not understand this, but us fellas, we call it advertising. When I done dicked you down some vicious, you busting fatals and all that other great shit, and then you go and you tell, oh girl, you ain't gonna believe he did this. You are now advertising. If that's not your like family, that's not your homegirl you trust. 9 times out of 10, especially dealing with the little dick nigga or the motherfucker that be around, he stay high or something, so he ain't fucking it right. All of a sudden now she want what you got. Especially in that, oh damn, see this go full circle. Now that same chick that already been curious because you've been bragging about how he dicking you down, now she just see you out at the bowling alley with him at the bowling alley with another chick, so that let her know he ain't faithful to you. Now she like, oh shit, I can get some of that dick too. She gonna hop in the inbox. That's how it be. Look, y'all be the best advertising, man. I remember I told the ex once, I damn near need to pay you. The way you talk all this good shit, all your friends in my inbox. I remember this was ways back, a time back. I remember a chick was like, I was like, man, look, I don't trust none of your friends. They all shady. She was like, those are my girls and they rock with me and you're just mad because they got my back. I said, watch this. She didn't know her homegirl had been in my inbox for a minute. I ain't gonna lie, I was young and I was a little grimy. Y'all don't judge me. Man, I called her homegirl on speakerphone, told her, hey, man, what you doing tomorrow night? She was like, nothing. I said, let me come over. I want to kick it. She was like, cool. I said, I'm going to bring a bottle. She said, all right, let's get it cracking. I've been trying to taste you for a minute. True story. I don't lie about nothing. Man, when I said, hey, but do me a favor, man. You can't tell your homegirl. I ain't trying to deal with that. She said, what happened with us, stay with us. I hung up and said, now go beat that bitch ass. Now, I'm different. I'm a little different, but I had to prove a point to her.
I mean, it was definitely about the principle, like how you said it, maybe not. Ishmael said, bruh. DT said, baby boy.
Hey, it really, look, that's what it be. What up, little bro? Ish, that's my little brother, man. Look, and he know, man. Look, family, we different, man. And I tell folks all the time, this is one of the things, especially as you older. When we was younger, you call a lot of people family, they ain't really family. And so you go through a lot of shit, and you see a lot of people, they show their true colors and be shady and be different. But with me, if I call somebody fam, that's how I feel about them. That's how I respect them. In the same breath, something go wrong, they check out of pocket, whatever, I'm gonna let them know what's up. Now, if they don't want to believe me, that's when you, excuse me, that's when you kind of figure out where they see you. Because you can see somebody as fam, but if they don't see you as fam, they be doing grimy shit behind your back. And that's the other side of that story. Now, you can be loyal to a nigga that ain't loyal to you. So you got to say, okay, how you want to do it? How you going to live? For me, I'm a little different. But anyways, all right, so that answers your question, man. Bottom line is, 9 times out of 10, if a dude sees his boy girl out cheating, he tell his boy because he rock with him. If a girl see her girl out cheating, or if she don't say shit, or she see his boy, her girl's boy out cheating, and she don't say shit, it's because she trying to holler too. Basically, he just gave her the green light for her to jump in his inbox so she can get some of what her friend been getting. Ladies, stop advertising unless you want to share. It's stupid as shit. Look. Hey, okay, so let's jump into the question of the night, the topic of the night. Friends with benefits. Now, we've heard this, everybody's heard this for the longest. We know it. I'll give the basic definition of what is friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is based on you kick it with. Y'all friends, literally, bye, hi, bye, what's up? You treat them like any other friend, the only difference is y'all fucking. Y'all, you know, when y'all got an itch, y'all scratch each other's itch. That's what it is. There's no commitment. There's no exclusivity. It's just y'all get it how you live. Now, I know some folks, and I guess the question is, actually the question is, when it comes to friends with benefits, is it possible? And if so, exactly what type of friends with benefits, I guess, work and which ones don't? So, Staci, I'm going to start with you. Which ones don't work?
All of them.
Really? Now, why you say that?
Because you're literally trying to go against science, and that's not how that works. So that's the thing. Is like, even, okay, so Dog said it only works if people are honest.
All right.
I can be honest. That's fine.
Yeah.
It ain't worked for me yet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Ishmael said it ain't worked for me.
So you say it don't work because it ain't worked yet.
But let me tell you why. Okay, come on. You're literally going against science when you're saying that friends with benefits is the thing for you. So when we've already talked about this, attraction is based on exposure, right?
Yeah.
And so if I'm around you and my dick appointment is every Wednesday, or you're something to do when there's nothing to do, and that's how I like de-stress, right? So after you release or have an orgasm, you actually have a spike in your endorphins. So I have a spike in my endorphins, and I'm associating that feeling with every time I'm around you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have caused less stress in my life.
You're welcome.
Experiencing. Why do you like this? Gosh dang it. I'm on a roll. You're welcome.
Less stress,
endorphins, and then you actually create some type of exposure. So you're creating this space, like I said, relationship math, 1 + 1 = that third space. Mm-hmm. So you're creating a whole new place, a whole new space within a person. Now, the title is friend, but whether or not you call it anything else, you actually have a relationship bond.
This is true. It's a type of relationship, yeah.
It's a type of a relationship. And so the only time it works is if you're not fucking. That's it. You can be friends, you can be fucking, but friends with benefits, it won't work. That's how situationships happen. So situationships turn into a whole new thing, right? So we're doing all of the things, we're hanging out because we feel good together, we fucking, we're having a good time, and then we keep doing it. right? And by that time, I'm enjoying your company. And so, like, you're one of my best friends, and I like being around you a lot. And so, instead of just fucking, I'm gonna make sure that we have food before we fucking. I'm gonna make sure we watch something before we fucking. And now we're in each other's face every day of the week and fucking. And so, that's how situationships happen. Like, and then you have two things that can happen, right? So you can stay in that limbo and then everything be cool and cool and cool until it's time to be accountable. And then one of the people will say, but you said you wanted this.
Look.
Or,
okay.
But we're not together. Or on the other hand, you decide to take the next step and have some type of exclusivity and be in a relationship. Now, for me, I can say, oh yeah, I've had a successful friends with benefits, but it was successful for me because I wasn't invested in him.
But so, okay, so I agree with almost everything you said. I want to read these comments first, then I'm going to jump in my opinion. First of all, shout out to Ish. It said women have feelings they can't overcome. That's one reason why friends with benefits don't work. Caleb said, laugh out loud, girls only get whipped when you have good wee-wee. This is a fact.
That's
and Shaylin's Beauty Closet said, boyfriend and girlfriend with no title. But if it don't have a title, then it's not boyfriend and girlfriend. It's friend with benefits. Hold on. Caleb said, if you don't got good meat, they ain't gonna worry about you. That's a fact. That's a reality. And that goes both. That's flipped even with men, though. If she got that wop, that's gonna change everything. But here's the reality, and this will go back to what Dog Johnson said, and I have to agree. If you're honest, it can be successful. Because part of that honesty is when you feel yourself getting attached, when you feel yourself feeling like, damn, this might be going so else, you got to keep it raw and let it be known. So he or she has the option to either back up or say, hey, man, we keep doing this, I'm good. Here's the reality. Friends with benefits can work because the reality is the biggest part is you have to be working. If you're bored, if you're constantly kicking it with anybody, my big brother Callie said this once. He said the reality is this: you spend enough time with anybody, you'll catch feelings. You'll find an attraction. I don't care how ugly that person is. You spend enough time with them, intimate time. I'm not talking about just like at work, but even at work, the one person you can't stand, you spend enough time, you be like, you know, they kind of cool, or that little weird shit they be doing be kind of funny.
That's true.
So you spend enough time with anybody, that's definitely going to happen. The problem with most people is, most quote-unquote friends with benefits is, they kicking it every day. They're literally having boyfriend and girlfriend interactions, but the friend title, which means every day they kicking it, they going to the movies, they going on dates, they fucking sucking, hanging in the bed, lounging. They're doing all the behaviors that you would do as a couple, but they're calling it friends. That's why it doesn't work, because then all of a sudden one day, somebody done caught feelings and they're like, hey, let's take this somewhere further. And then after another person like, whoa, 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 I thought we agreed. We just friends with benefits. The problem is you need to make it real clear what y'all is. And if you're only friends with benefits, that means y'all should not be kicking it every other day or every day for that matter. Y'all should not be, ain't no cuddling. Y'all literally is, y'all got an itch, you're scratching. We fucking, I got my nut, you had your orgasm, I holla. One thing I loved
that's
about.
That's successful for me. But I guess, okay, so the thing is, because I was so like,
hey, real quick, shout out Dog Johnson. My bad. Dog Johnson trying to creep in the background. Dog, say what's up to the people.
What's up? It's your boy Dog Johnson. Honesty will take you far in any relationship.
Honesty, fuck that. Lie till you can't lie no more. No.
Shut up.
All right, now where you was at?
Okay, so I'll say that. Okay, so if you are honest, never mind. Let me ask a question first. What is the definition of a successful friends with benefits? Because what I'm saying is, okay, look, so when you say, okay, I'm going to be honest, and when feelings arise, they can either choose to be part of it or go away. Now, that sounds phenomenal in theory. That sounds great. But again, let me refer to the fact that, like, the way that I feel around this person, am I really gonna be like, all right, I'm tired of just fucking being my boo? And they're like, ooh, I don't really like that. You're gonna be like, oh, well, fuck you then. Like, no, you're gonna try and convince yourself, like, hey, like, I don't, like, you really are my friend. That isn't a tie that I really want to sever. And that's what I'm saying. It turns into a situation. Even if you are honest, that's what I'm saying. I was very honest. I was very transparent. And
I think
then
you have to, part of accepting the role in a friends with benefits relationship is first you got to understand where the people's coming out of. Most friends with benefits I know about is two people that are too busy for a relationship, a successful one. They're too busy for a relationship. They're already good friends. They have this sexual chemistry they never acted on, so they make an agreement. All right, we can fuck and we're just gonna stay friends. But it got to be clear. Here's where the honesty comes. Let's be honest. I don't care who you are. Somebody you have good sex with somebody, you bust fados, they bust fados, they doing some shit you ain't never had, whatever, you're gonna enjoy that. But that's not love. That's not all that the emotion. A lot of folks confuse love with a feeling. I feel, oh my God, he made me feel a certain way. I came all the times. Okay, that's lust. All right, you had good lust, you had good sex. Shout out to hey, happy hump day to everybody. But we fuck and we have great sexual chemistry. So we fuck and it feels amazing. That doesn't mean we can have a successful relationship. So to me, first thing, you gotta be mature enough within yourself and on your sexual shit where you like, all right, we have great sex. And that's what it is, that's what we do. Now, if it's brings the benefits, that's all you do. You're not discussing those feelings or emotions. You're not dwelling on it. You got to say that's part of it. You almost got to be kind of like raw and cut off. Like you can't address those emotions. You just got to say it was fun. This was cool. On to the next. Let me go work. When I got another scratch, I'm gonna have you come at you. And that's the only way to be successful. If you're spending time kicking it with someone like you're in a relationship, but you're calling each other friends, then that friendship gonna go out the window real quick. And basically, you get like someone said earlier, you in a relationship without a title.
But so I hear that. I hear what you're saying, but I know from you personally, you don't even treat your friends like that. Like you don't treat your friends like that.
Hey, first of all, look.
So you tried it. Like that sounds nice, but I know for a fact, like you and I personally, and it's the reason why we're so close that like. We can talk about anything, everything. I've come into your office and like bawled my little eyes out.
This is true.
Come to me, we've literally had hours and hours of long talks just because whether it be a relationship, whether it be you stressed out, it could be work, it could be
whatever.
The fact that you didn't have enough money for a beer that day, and you were like,
look,
I just need a beer.
Nigga, run me that 99 cents, man. I gotta get a country club.
I just need a beer, and payday isn't for another week. Fuck.
Look.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I know that it sounds phenomenal in theory, and so me being honest and saying that you're literally going against science, you're having to shut yourself off. You are not.
Yeah.
You're not a friend. So people that say, and I'm not going to say people that say it because you literally just said that it could be successful, but when saying that friends with benefits could be successful, you're not being a friend. You're responding with trauma.
But here's the thing. This other.
Wait. I'm almost.
Go ahead.
You're shutting yourself off. You're just so you're still releasing those endorphins, right? And you're trying to do it. Oh, I have an itch and that kind of thing. You do the same thing when you decide to finally go out with some friends. You do the same thing when you decide to dress up or you get a really good haircut. Like those things are to get you to the next situation.
Yeah.
You're feeling, Shaylin said, you're filling a void. That exactly.
Real shit. Okay.
It's a substitution for something that you should be really working on. Now, if you can hang out with your friend and do these kind of things and like it starts off as sex, that's fine. But labeling it friends with benefits is one, we're lacking accountability and responsibility. That's fine. That's fine for you if that's how you want to play it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, again, archetype is archetype. I can see you only once a month. Like people that say, oh, like if I'm hanging out with you day in and day out. I also remember your brother telling me that foreplay starts the minute that you get out of that bed.
Oh, yeah.
So that being said, even if you are just my friend, even if we do only see each other once a month, say I'm on my way over there. Just the way that I make you feel, just the way that I talk to you, just my alluring aura, right? The reason why you wanted to fuck with me in the first place is because I was such a good friend. Like, let's be real. I was such a good friend.
All right, I want to let me segue real quick. Let me break that down. For y'all that understand what what she's talking about when we say foreplay starts as soon as you get out to bed. That means literally in the morning. A lot of y'all are struggling to make a girl come, or vice versa. Women, a lot of you're struggling to have amazing sex because you guys are literally waiting till you're face to face to try to do foreplay. You think foreplay is a physical thing, meaning he lick, I suck. Now we're in the mood. No, literally it should be the conversation, that text in the morning, that hey man, how you doing? How every little conversation, every little thing you do throughout the day leading up to that night or that moment when you're together, literally is foreplay if you do it right. That's why, ladies, a lot of times these dudes slide in you and they busting fatals real quick. It's not, well, don't get me wrong. First of all, you probably got that wop. Congratulations. It's good. But on top of that, it's also because he's been thinking about dwelling. Hold that thought. Family just walked in. Y'all good, just go that way. Let the kids get through. Look, we talking about how they got here, but wait, they don't need to hear all that. Y'all go that way. But literally, that moment when it actually goes down, that's why it goes down so quickly, is because he's been mentally, as a man, he's been thinking about dwelling on it. He's been planning this moment. Now this moment's happening. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Look, he literally, he done made it to the promised land. Now he's bam. So fellas, ladies, remember, foreplay starts well before you ever actually get in front of each other. Now back to the conversation. So I agree with everything you said. You just said some amazing points. But here's the other part of Friends with Benefits. Friends with Benefits was not meant, it is not meant to be a faithful situation. It's not meant to be exclusive. You're friends with benefits, but you can have, hold on, hear me out. You can have several friends with benefits if that's what you're doing. The reason people get caught up in feelings and emotions and endorphins rise and they don't know what to do with it is because that's only one person that's making you feel that way. Now, again, I'm not saying this is right. And I do agree with you. It's not normal. Friends with benefits is not normal because the way our mind has been mapped out is when you feel a certain way, when you do certain acts with a person, this is the follow-up. So when you're quote unquote making love, sex, fucking, whatever you want to call it, with the individual, when you're doing this, you're doing it with the aftermath or the equal to that plus is we're supposed to be in a relationship. I'm supposed to eventually fall in love. You made me feel a certain way. Now we're supposed to do all this. Friends with benefits, throw all that shit out the window. Now, ain't none of that. That we done look, the map, yeah, it done brought us here. Now you feel a certain way, but now you need to shut that shit down and keep it moving. But then they go to something a little deeper if you're ready to go higher, and that's monogamy. That's something that we are not conditioned from day one in the womb. That's not something, it wasn't planned. Monogamy is something we are forcing ourselves to do. Now, as we see, plenty of people have done it, but even more haven't. Why? Because that's not normal. So the idea of only being with one person, though it can happen, and now that is the norm for us as human beings, most of us, unless you poly or some other shit. But because now that's become the norm, that's part of the overall like goal or climax as a man and woman, if that's the route you're going, is to be in a relationship with one person, happy enough and content enough where you feel you don't need anyone else. So therefore you can have true monogamy with just one. But when we're talking about friends with benefits, all that shit is out the window. All that monogamy is out the window. That's why people catch feelings. That's why friends with benefits don't work, because people literally they start off saying, and that's the funny part, they actually have a conversation and say, hey, let's have friends with benefits. You don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. Let's just, we got this sexual chemistry. Let's do what we do and have fun. But literally, right after that conversation, as soon as y'all have sex, now you're acting and doing things as if you're in a relationship. So it confuses, not in your mind, if it's me and you, Staci, we already discussed it. So verbally, we said, this is the game plan. These are the rules. We're going to do it. But in our mind, even almost automatically, we're confused. Shit, what do we do now? Am I supposed to call them later tonight? Am I supposed to call tomorrow? Yeah. Do I say what's up? And even that, because as friends, y'all check in every once in a while. But now, damn, we just had sex. So do I check in still? Do I say what up? Is he what up boo, or is it what up nigga? Like, all that shit becomes confusing.
Both of
them. But real shit, but that's like our dog said, where the honesty comes, because to me, in order to have, and again, I wouldn't encourage anybody that's an adult and grown, fuck friends with benefits. Just do what you do. You ain't got to put a title on it. Just, if y'all fucking, you fucking. Eventually you get to the point.
I was just about to say that. Say that. Shit.
That's the biggest problem. It's supposed to, and this is what bothers me as adults. We don't talk. We don't have conversations. We don't say, hey, this is what it is. Let's be honest, especially me. We'll know in our heart. Look, and it's funny because anyone that knows me knows me. I've never really been big on titles, at least for like the last 12 years. I went through some horrible shit said fuck love for once I was horrible, but I was on some fuck love. I ain't doing relationships. I do what I do. But literally, even while I was saying that, I kept putting myself in these situations. Well, what the fuck? I done woke up in a motherfucking relationship. What I done did? But the reality was I wasn't conversating. So when you tell a woman that you're dating, especially that she likes you, and you're saying, I don't believe relationships, that anyone going to be triggered. What the fuck you mean? Like, hold on, I thought we was going somewhere. So then I realized what I wasn't doing is I wasn't having a conversation. I wasn't explaining myself. I wasn't saying this is where I'm at and this is why I'm down to do this. We can be exclusive. This ain't no player shit where I'm like, hey, I just want to sleep around with a whole bunch of people. It's just I don't need the title, nor do I want to give someone a title in order for them to be what I need or want them to be. For me personally, I need a woman to show me she can be what I feel I need and want without a title. And then if we get there, we get there. But to me, what is titles? To me, that go back to ownership, slavery shit. Like, why you need a title to be a good man or to say, I'm not dealing with nobody? That's just me, though. Hey, I know everybody ain't going to agree with that, but...
So I'll say, okay, so I'll say I don't kink or fetish shame. I don't lifestyle shame. That's not... But if we're talking about, again, going back to how people are wired, yes, I agree with you as far as the monogamy standpoint. It does take a lot of effort. It takes a lot more effort than you having your, I don't know how else to say it except your home partner, and then like
you read that shit in the book. Your home partner.
This is home base. This is base.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So what are the other bases?
This first base and second. No, I'm just kidding. No, so and that's the reason why vernacular is so important, right?
Yeah.
And so in saying that you don't believe in titles, it has a derogatory connotation. It sounds like you're trying to negate responsibilities, right? And so adding to your vernacular, saying that you're more interested in a polyamorous situation. Now, what people don't understand is polyamorous does not mean that I'm just fucking a whole bunch of people or I'm just inviting everybody else. It's relinquishing ownership, right? But you are still having a very open conversation, a very transparent partnership, and understanding that if you are in that situation, you are just responsible as the woman in the situation, as the man in the situation, as the multiple people that could be in the situation, which means if I bring somebody home and we have a threesome, that's a conversation that we had.
So let me tell you what I like about the idea of polyamory. The main thing I like about it more than anything else, this is a true fact, even though there's some other good points, other good qualities, if you will. The main thing I like about it is the biggest part of being polyamorous that you have to do is you have to be honest. And you have to tell each other everything. So it isn't a real polyamorous relationship isn't the man, I got 3 other chicks on the side and one chick that's faithful. Go ahead.
Sometimes I wouldn't say everything, because that's another thing. So it requires maturity. That's the thing.
Oh, to the fullest.
Being transparent is different than being an asshole, and that's a lot of that's kind of how a lot of, I really hate generalizing.
Man, fuck that. Generalize. We talk about us. What have you experienced?
When I talk to people in general about polyamorous relationships, women are scared of it because they are not made safe in that space, right? And so it becomes, I'm simply an option. When I do have feelings and I try and express it, I'm reminded that I'm not the only one.
Yeah. See, and to me, that's not to what I've experienced, and when talking to others that are in these type of relationships. And it's funny, I don't know how the fuck we got on polyamorous, but I guess when you go to the next level of friends with benefits, but here's the thing that I like, and this is the main thing that I was trying to get to is you're being honest with each other and you express this is what it is. The biggest problem with men and women, us nowadays, is we're not honest. We don't say how we're really feeling. Even friends with benefits, you start catching feelings, you got to play that role. I don't like him, but it ain't even that serious. You don't call him for 3 days, and that whole 3 days you losing your fucking mind. You like, oh my God, I just want to talk to him. And it's like, to me, And don't get women and men, because we do it too. We don't have some good whopping, don't know how not to pick up the phone. But I'm not saying go rush and fuck up what you got going on right now because you tell a man or a woman how you feel. But just be honest. I think part of that is if I met a woman, we went out. First time we hanging out afterwards, go back to my spot, we chopping it up. She starts telling me, what she's looking for, which I respected. Right out the gate, this is what I want. I'm looking for a man. She was established. I got, I had a couple kids. Wasn't looking for a dad or nothing. Or everybody good. I just need a good relationship. I want a man. First thing I let her know is I'm not looking for a relationship at all. Blew her, whoa, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. And she actually got a little bit of attitude. Oh, I don't even know why I'm here. Why I'm wasting my time. Well, hold on, press pause. Like, first of all, we having fun, bitch. Don't fuck it up. No, I'm playing. I didn't say that, but but no. When I backstep, I said, let me explain. And I said, my thing, I said, I think the biggest problem, I've said this to a lot of my female partners. I said, the biggest problem with a lot of women is women go into a first date with a checklist. You guys already know in your mind and in your head what you want, what you don't want, what you look for, what type you look for. So the minute you meet that dude, you're checking things off your list. Does he meet these requirements? And that's what you base your fun on. That's what you base. If you had a good time, that's what you base if you go on a second date. I've encouraged my friends, especially female partners. I said, throw that list out the window for about a week. Just hang out with the dude with no expectations. See what he does. See if you like where he takes you. The reality is this: we've been groomed to be a certain way, to like certain things. We think this is what we're attracted to. Most of us don't know what the fuck we're attracted to because we've never been introduced to much. Especially if you've been living in one city or state all your life. You have no other culture. You don't know what you like. You can't say, oh, I'm not into that type. Bitch, you don't know. And when I say bitch, that's niggas too. It's just whoever. We don't know. So what I always encourage them is just go have fun. Like, ignore your list for a couple of days. Just have fun or don't. Because you might ignore your list and realize, hey, this dude is weird. I'm not having fun. I don't like what he likes. And that's cool too. But to throw that list out the window, and then as you begin to know somebody, when you're talking to them, don't be afraid to say, hey, this is what I'm into, this is what I'm not, this is what I like. For me, I knew what the woman started doing is she was reading me her checklist basically and telling me what she was looking for, and I shut her down, not rude or nothing, but when I told her I wasn't looking for nothing, I just want to have fun, and the biggest thing I'm not looking for, I want, is a relationship. I said, now, if that happens, if I'm kicking with somebody, we become friends, we're spending time, we're getting better acquainted, and that friendship turns into more, then so be it. I'm with that. Let's get it. Bam. That's how you end up with someone and fall in love. But let that shit happen naturally. The problem is nowadays, most relationships, everybody want to go off the book and off the Facebook. Oh, you didn't post me today. And why we take 4 pictures and you didn't post on them? Bitch, because I'm not dating Facebook. I'm not dating Instagram. I'm dating you. So if I'm taking pictures because I know someday, some year, I might want to look back on where we started from. But that don't mean I'm going to post that shit right after it happened. Like, look.
Hey, listen, I can't say nothing because I've literally been on the phone and been like, tell me you love me. Say I'm pretty. Like, tell me you like me. Dang.
Look.
Tell me I'm cute. But, so I'll say this. Look.
Come on.
So, you're not funny, DT. Don't be funny. You're not funny. Look, he liking the hell out of it, ass. So
that's the little homie. What up, man?
Because he knows I'll be the first person to be like, you touched my feelings, love me. And he's like, oh, come on. And I'm like,
but here's something I'll say though. Now let me ask you this, and I know you're in a relationship now. Does your man know you're emotional? Like that's just part of you, you know? See, because I think that's one thing women don't do is, I'm like, I don't knock a woman that's how you are. If that's what you need, I told this the first show, I'm learning, what is it, my love language. I'm still learning that the idea of what love language is and how different love languages, what they need. So I do believe when you're dating someone, ooh, y'all forgot about that word. Y'all know dating, you can date someone and not be boyfriend, girlfriend, or in a relationship.
Yeah, I actually got dated. It was like.
You got dated?
Shut up.
Go get you dated.
I got the dated. So,
look, I've dated now.
I've dated now. But it was actually extremely important to me because, like you said, any person that I let in my space, I automatically had an intimate intention with him.
Yeah, naturally.
So it was like, oh yeah.
Hold on. I gotta applaud that. I mean, you know how many women don't want to keep it raw. Like a dude would tell you quick. If I'm hollering at the chick, yeah, eventually I want to, you know, I want to get close to her.
Oh
But
yeah.
chick be like, I was just trying to get your name. I ain't trying to do all that.
Oh no,
Everybody
I
has the
go
same
into it.
intention.
Yeah, I go into it like you're gonna be my boo.
So we's
But
gonna be married.
you got a girlfriend? Well, you do now. Like, so no, I actually. That's the thing is like he wasn't even on my radar, and not to say that he wasn't my type. That's the thing is like people are just like, oh, date out of your type. Like that's not the important part. But like you said, I kind of was just like, yeah, like list for what, and I didn't even go into it like, oh, like let's just see where this goes. Like it was literally just not on my radar. It was
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I wasn't anywhere with anything.
Now, relationships weren't on your radar, or just that type of man wasn't on your radar?
So in the headspace that I was in, I was still grieving, so not shit was on my radar. I'm cool with a friendship wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I knew isolating myself while I was grieving wasn't healthy. So he showed me nothing but kindness, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And so it was extremely natural. And that's the thing is like it wasn't intentionally going on dates, right? It was like, oh yeah, like I'm going here, like get dressed up, like let's go. Okay, cool. Like let's go hang out. Like let's do this. It would be all the way from I would see him dressed up to I got my hair tied up and we might take a walk down the street. It is what it is. But it became like I didn't see anything, I didn't feel anything.
Did you plan on falling in love?
Not even a little bit.
So this is what I want to share this, and I can tell the way you're talking. That's why I asked that question. But here's what a lot of people don't understand. There's a reason they call it falling in love. Nobody has ever failed on purpose. You know, and even when they do, you don't know how you're going to fall. You know, no matter how, even if you plan to fall, you still don't know how you're going to fall and how you're going to land. That's why it's called falling in love. The difference is, the problem with a lot of people, I'm looking directly in the camera on this one. The problem with a lot of y'all is you're trying to dictate how you fall. Stop trying to dictate it and just let it happen. Enjoy the space you're in with the people with the person or people that you're in that space with. And if something develops naturally, then that's what it's meant to be. The problem I think with a lot of people, especially nowadays, and with this like social media era, is people are trying to manufacture falling in love. They're trying to, ooh, that was kind of deep, huh? Let me say that again. They're trying to manufacture falling in love. You're trying to dictate and create like it's a recipe. You're trying to say, okay, I'm going to do this at this time, and I'm going to say this. We've been dating for 3 weeks, so now I can finally lick his balls. And all this is going to create this amazing, all of a sudden now we fell in love because we're here. If you stop trying to manufacture love and just let it happen, man, you'll be in a whole nother space. Honestly, God, when I speak to you, look, I'm speaking to myself as well. This is all things I've learned. And it took me a very long time to get and understand, but that's the problem. That's why I love to play the shock and tell folks, oh, no, I don't believe in relationships. I'm not looking, I don't do titles. Let's just kick it. Because I want to throw them off their shit. Get off your manufactured, the way the book I read says, I'm supposed to say, you got to call me your girlfriend, and you need to call me 3 times every day and text me. Fuck all that. Look,
yeah, no,
what do we like?
I tell you, he wasn't even on my radar even a little bit. And it wasn't because of anything that I didn't like about him. It was like, it was genuine kindness. He didn't have that weird, like, oh, I'm a nice guy and like spend money and then like expect some shit from me. You know what I'm saying? He was being nice to be like, because that was his personality, because it was genuine, because that's what he came with, because that's how he was.
I'm going to tell you something. Look, this person, now my daddy from Louisiana, mom from Georgia. I'm a Richmond in Cali. However, I got some of that sprinkled in me. Reality is this. I say all Southern niggas cheat. I call it Southern hospitality. Most Southern niggas, and I'm saying that almost as some hater shit, because most country niggas, like, they got that natural Southern hospitality. They know they appreciate different shit. And the Cali or the city boy in me, I don't, naturally, I do now as a grown-ass man, but for a very long time, there's certain things about women most average man doesn't appreciate. Well, country-ass motherfucker will be laying in the bed. Nigga, and let me ask you this, fellas. How many of y'all been laying in bed with your girl and kiss the back of her leg or her thigh or her knee, just some weird shit. You ever kiss her butt? I know we say it a lot. He said, kiss my ass. Nick, my girl told me kiss her ass, I'm gonna kiss her ass, all right? Why? Because when I say I love or appreciate, I love and appreciate every part. Motherfucker just came around the corner. You gonna do what? Oh, but the realest shit is that's the difference because you appreciate. And one thing I've noticed, I got a lot of family from down south, and I noticed that. Shout out to down south niggas because they got that southern hospitality. Not all of them. Some dogs and players and ain't shit. Don't get me wrong, they're everywhere. But that's one thing I learned. I learned is if you're with somebody, the biggest thing, 9 out of 10, I never understand how a woman, hear me when I say this, ladies, and we're supposed to be done, but I got to get this off. I never understood how a woman could be in a relationship and say she's depressed. Because for me, and don't get me wrong, other things, and sometimes it could be family, you know, other stuff going on. But for me, if you're in a relationship and you have a man, this goes for men too. If you're in a relationship, you have a partner that's supposed to be your happy place, your peace, or help you find your peace, if you will. How the fuck are you depressed? I don't give a fuck if everything else in your life is going horrible. That man or that woman should be still make sure you stay happy. That should be the one happiness in a horrible life if you're depressed and doing bad. If you are still sad, if you're sad with a motherfucker that's supposed to be helping, let me say this right. All right, we said this the first show, I believe. It might have been the last one. We talked about it's not about finding your better half. You should already be a whole. Then you find another whole. That's W-H-O-L-E, not H-O-E. But you're already whole. You're the best you can already be. You find another whole. And then together, what you say, you find that third space. I love that you said it. That's the real shit. Now, the problem with a lot of people is y'all motherfuckers is quarters and thirds and fourths. No, fourth would be a whole. Seconds, your quarters and thirds, and you're trying to find someone else that's a quarter and a third. Or you're trying to find someone to feel the difference, to make you one whole. The problem with that is now you're dependable on that other person to be happy. If you're not already 100% mentally where you need to be, and you meet somebody and they complete you, dumbest shit I ever heard. The motherfuckers thought it was cute and romantic. You complete me. What the fuck? If you ain't complete before I meet you, we got bigger problems. Because ladies and gents, this is what happens. And a lot of y'all have been through this. You get in a relationship, you're happy, everything's perfect. That motherfucker leave, woman or man, or they cheat or whatever, and then you get depressed. Then you fall apart. Why? Because you weren't whole yet. They came in, filled your void. They were whole, and when they left, they took them with them. So now you're not even close to whole. Now you all broken up and you in pieces. They on to the next, and you can't get your life back on track because you ain't focused. Here's what a lot of adults won't do. A lot of adults won't tell somebody when they meet them, I really like you, you're an amazing person, but I'm not in a place to be with you yet. Now, if you can be patient, and you ain't got to go this detailed, but the idea is you tell them I'm just not there yet. That doesn't mean you can't date, you can't go out and have fun. But when you get in a relationship, when you sign up to be with one person, you should be whole. You should be 100%. You should have your shit together. It's not your boyfriend and your girlfriend's job to help you get over your ex-boyfriend and your ex-girlfriend. Yeah. That's some fucked up shit that we do as adults.
I guess one thing that I'll add is one thing that you said is like the whole person moves on to the next. Now, I've come into a situation where I was emotionally and mentally going through moving, that's the case.
Yeah.
But when me and that person broke up, I didn't move on. They were actually able to move on super quick because they took from me.
There you go. That's it.
They took from me, and literally right after they were no longer in my space, they put somebody else there. Like they weren't fit. So it was just like collecting casualties. And so that's the other part of void is like you're suddenly a black hole. And that's why it's so dangerous because for myself, like there were certain things about me that I knew that I had to continue to work on, but that's going to be me forever. I should always be working on something. I'm always going to be working on something. But the thing is when you don't have accountability or maturity or emotional intelligence, like you can say there's certain things that I'm still working on. This is who I am. It's part of the honesty. It's part of the transparency. But I don't believe that after a situation, if it's quick for you to just like be in somebody's face like that, one, you did not heal, and two, you might have been the problem.
And I want to be clear. A lot of folks get this misunderstanding about healing. Healing doesn't mean it no longer affects you or that you're over it, or some way you. To me, a lot of healing is just recognizing and understanding that you had that problem. To be able to understand, okay, like if you can say, for me, okay, trip off this. I've been in therapy and shit, so I learned something about me. When I was a kid, 16, 15, 17, 15 through 17, really big, I always argued with my mom. I always quick to debate stuff. My mom would always kill me off with, shut up, say another word, you can get out of my house. I was kicked out of my house like 4 times, like, and ran away like FOMO. Like, but that was me. I didn't know how to shut up. I was similar like my big brother. Now, here's what that did to me. That built something in me when I turned 18. If you tell me to shut up if we're dating, whatever, and we having a conversation and you say shut up or be quiet or just kill it, I'm done with it, I get triggered. That like literally physically, and I used to be real bad about, thank God for anger management and just in healing. But that doesn't mean I don't get triggered anymore. Now I just know how to deal with it. Now I understand, and I'll close the door, or I'll leave. I'll get up out of there because I know I'm pissed. The old me break some shit and act real ignorant. The new me, if somebody do that shit to me, I got to disappear for a minute because you just triggered me. That's what healing is. Healing ain't necessarily mean it don't affect you no more. It just means now I know how to deal. I recognize I got a problem. I recognize because of some other shit, this affects me. So now I know how to deal with this so it don't affect you.
Yeah.
I want to read shout out to Sweetest Candy. She said, I agree. I was always trying to force, quote unquote, or manufacture love in my past. Now I'm letting everything go with the flow and happen when it's supposed to happen, or when it's meant to happen. I can feel the genuineness. That's at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
The love. I can't tell you how good that feels. When look, one day I woke up and I was like, oh shit, you my person. Oh shit.
You failed.
Well, I literally just I think this man was like drinking a Sonic drink, and I was like, that's it. I don't know what's happening. I think I got a little crush on you, and then that little crush, like that one day he was like brushing his beard or something, and I was like,
them beards will get you, girl.
I know. Had the audacity to go out, and then he hit me with the what, and I was like, that's it, I love him, that's it, that's the thing, it's happening. And then I was over here like super shocked, and like I would say it like all the time, not even thinking about it, but like I was literally like asking him to say it first because I already felt it. I was like,
that's why, you know, it's funny to me.
I was like, don't leave me, like don't be rude, love me. And like one day he like looked at me, he was like,
so you already felt it, but you wanted him to say it before you said it.
Maybe.
I've been there, done that. I definitely knew that feeling. Look, but this is why I'm not gonna say it can happen, but when folks talk to me about fairy tale hookups, or like when I like, oh, we met and this happened and he said this and I just knew. And for me, not to say it can't happen, but the key word, there's a reason it's called falling in love. A lot of people fall in lust, or they fall in emotion. I woke up one morning, he did this, she did that, the sex was that amazing, or we made love all night until the morning. And the emotion, I've literally been in a space where the emotion had me where I was ready to marry a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Literally. If I had a ring, I would have said, will you? But it wasn't genuine. It was an emotion that I was feeling in that moment or in that time. And then when it passed, then I'm like, what the fuck? I want it back. It's almost like crack. I'm like, hold on, man, let me get that again. Like, how did I get it? And then I realized, but I ain't never tried crack. I'm assuming, y'all. But like, hey, you ain't got no more of that shit. But what I realized is it was an emotion. It wasn't genuine. It was a moment. Genuine, it doesn't go anywhere. It continues. That's when it's that. But that's where the key word. There's a reason they call it falling in love. You can't plan it. It just happens. One day you wake up, or you go to sleep, or you're standing on the motherfucker, and you're like, I love this ugly motherfucker. like this. Look. I like literally this. I love. When like the my son's mom told me straight up. She said, "You're not even my type. I would never date a dark skinned dude." And I like, and they always give their whole, and I tell them, first of all, some good dick under this gut. So regardless, I don't care what, what your preference was. All right, let's talk about what it is. But to me, that's because, like, in the words of Dog Johnson, that's what I got you, but it wasn't expected. You didn't think so. You allowed yourself to step out of the manufactured thoughts of what's supposed to be love and what you're supposed to like, and you just had fun. And then you woke up one morning, you got this big black ass dude next to you, like, hello, let's go, let's get it.
And like, okay, so you know how I am. You already know.
Yeah.
Do I like hugs?
Nah, you're not really. You're not you don't like open signs of affection, like out. Yeah, I know.
I tell you right now. I will tell you right now. You've known me for how many years? Almost.
Shit.
15 at this point.
Yeah, at least.
Almost 15. You know for a fact I do not do PDA.
Staci was a weirdo, y'all. Like,
don't.
I thought Staci was gonna be broke, y'all. like broke in, like emotionally.
If somebody would try and like hug me, why? What are we doing? Or you get a church hug. Stop trying to touch me, bro. What are you doing?
Nice to see you, baby.
As soon as exactly like hi. But I was always so warm with people, just don't touch me.
Yeah.
This is how I knew that this was different than any other relationship. Not just like I just magically, like it wasn't magic. It was not a fairy tale. I just responded different. I responded different to things. I didn't cuddle. I'm not hugging. You know for a fact. I don't hug. Don't touch me. I'm definitely not doing PDA. You saw me you saw me through multiple relationships. The only way people knew I was with them is if I told them.
Staci Staci would act not like macho, but just in the sense of what she didn't like a lot of dudes. She was like, "Don't hug me, what up, player?" Like Staci give her girl a dap, like, "Hey, what up, bitch? You good? Okay."
Dang.
Telling you, we thought she was broken, yo. I'm like, man, she didn't affection just wasn't her shit.
So you should see how I am now. Like,
I don't believe it. I believe when I see it. I still got to meet this dude, but no, I heard he the shit.
I'm literally like, oh my god! Like,
you don't turn into a little girly girl.
No, I am. Like, I'm ready to like, and then like when we're just like next to each other, I'll randomly like rub his back. Like, I don't do that. I don't rub backs. I'm not offering to do shit. I'm definitely not going to get you a drink. You got it. Like, what?
Look.
Go walk somewhere to do what?
See, look.
Like,
hey.
Stop talking to me, bro. And that's how I knew that, like, all that fairy tale and, like you said, manufacture and coming in with a checklist and this is what I got to do and this is the person that's going to come in my space. Like, oh, you ain't shit. Push. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is not what you want to do? Bye. So when I didn't come into like that, I actually actually saw who he was for what he was. And I made it was a genuine decision on both ends to continue to be in each other's space and see whether or not we wanted to fuck with each other. It wasn't even like the only time we had a conversation, I was like, okay, well, like now that I'm feeling this way, he was like, why are you being like this? And I was like, I don't think you understand. I don't do this.
Look, you don't take me out of character.
I don't do things. I'm off balance at this point because not only do I feel this way, it's never happened the way that it's happened. Like, I've always been like, okay, well, now I plan on being with this person. I did not plan it. I woke up and I looked at him one day and he wasn't even doing anything sexy. I was just like, I could do this. Because usually it would annoy me.
Yeah,
everything that he was doing just naturally, I'd be like, I don't like the way you picked your teeth after we ate chicken. I gotta leave. Like, it would always be some real petty or like a burp or something. Like, usually I'm like, did you just burp in front of me? That's it. I don't want to talk to you no more. I would find stuff like that. But like when he did it, I was like, oh, that means I cooked good. Like, first of all, I cooked. Ask how many of my
What you cooked? Don't tell me you cooked a Hot Pocket.
Shut up.
Boy, I barbecued some Hot Pockets the other day. They was good.
I could cook. Nobody knows I can cook because who do I cook for?
Yeah, look, moms at that.
So look. Not only did I cook for him, but I was flattered when he burped after. I was like, that means I cooked good for my little boo. Oh, my what? My what?
Look.
What?
At the end of the day, I love it because the reality is you fail instead of manufacturing it. Okay, it's about that time, y'all. We do got to get out of here, man. This has been Sex, Love, and Fucking. I'm LB Johnson. That's Staci, Sexologist. Before we go, Staci, give them a final word about friends with benefits.
Stop calling it friends with benefits. Just say that you fucking.
Look. And have a conversation, ladies and gents, if that's what y'all decide to do. If y'all decide to have that type of relationship, because it is a type of relationship, y'all need to be, when we say it works if you're honest, you got to be honest about everything, including how you really feel and what you really want. Yes. If you just don't want a relationship, like you don't want a title, you don't want to answer to somebody for a season or some shit like that, say that and make it plain so everybody agrees and on the same page.
I got it. Talk about your feelings in real time. There you go. I'll say that. I won't say that, like, stop calling it that. Talk about your feelings in real time. That's how all relationships are going to work. If you decide to be friends with benefits, if you decide to be monogamous, polyamorous, talk about your feelings in real time.
And keep it real. No matter, don't worry about what the other person thinking or feeling. Say how you feel. So y'all both on the same page. Hey, y'all, this is Sex, Love, and Fucking. Do me a favor, y'all. We're about to go live. We're going to send this over to YouTube. Shut Up and Talk TV on YouTube. You can also find it right here on Instagram, IGTV. This Sex, Love, and Fucking. Go check out the other series. This is now with our third session. I like to call it a session because that's what I call good love making is like session. So this is our third session, Sex, Love, and Fucking. Go share it, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, tell somebody else about it. We'll be back. If you guys got questions or you got topics you want to hear us discuss and get our opinion, whether it's male, female, whatever, feel free to inbox us, hit us up, let us know. If y'all got personal shit that y'all don't want to put on blast, but y'all got questions just for me or Staci, feel free to hit us up, man. Hey, we're just getting started. I'm out here in New Mexico. She out there in Texas. One day we're going to do a show together when one of us hit one of these motherfuckers when this pandemic stop tripping. But in the meantime, don't be throwing up gang signs, Staci. But all in all, fucking with that good whopping golden duck. Hey, that's talk about it. Neek, who you been talking to? But anyways, hey, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Till next time, thank y'all for tuning in. Share the show and tell somebody about it. We just getting started. How the fuck I end this? Oh.
You press the X.